Tesla time. Well, I have to watch the Tesla, and I had watched some videos out on YouTube that talked about things called foam cannons or foam guns, and so they require a pressure washer. Well, I've got a pressure washer. In fact, I had 2 pressure washers, and now I have 3. You know, one's not enough. My history with pressure washers goes back approximately 25 years when I first moved to North Carolina in the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s. A friend borrowed a friend's pressure washer and pressure washed the deck, and it was an electric pressure washer, small, did a great job on the deck. So I said, you know, I'm going to get me a pressure washer, but of course I'm a guy, and electric pressure washers are like, no, forget that. So I went and bought a gasoline-powered pressure washer, and it was wonderful. I mean, you know, that thing would, you know, it'd strip paint off the walls. I mean, it would clean anything. But like all gasoline pressure washer, so after about 10 years, it got to be kind of hard. I getting tired of cranking it or trying to get it to run. So I said, you know, I think I'm going to go buy me an electric pressure washer. Because I remembered that ease of just plugging it in, pulling the trigger, and it worked. And so I bought this pressure washer that Marianne's going to show you here. Now, this is a very inexpensive pressure washer. This is, I'm going to say I paid less than $100 for this 15 years ago. So this is not a new pressure washer at all. I've used it. It had several issues that I did not like. The first issue is it doesn't really have a good way to store the cord. It has a couple little hooks here, and I use some bungee cords and tie it, and it holds the gun. The same problem with the cord. It has a plenty long cord though, which was really positive. The other problem with it is, believe it or not, the pressure washer part actually will lift off of the hand cart. So when you move it, if you have to pick it up, I usually would pick it up down here, and when I did, the cart would fall off. So I fixed that by getting some drill twist ties and cable ties, and I literally cable tied the cart onto the pressure washer. That was a big help. Well, the other issue with this particular pressure washer is it has what's called bayonet style adapters. The wand is a bayonet style. Does not have interchangeable tips. And this bayonet style was common for inexpensive pressure washers 15 years ago when I bought this one. Well, this one still works and it served me well. But the foam cannons now have all gone to what they call quick connect, which is a 1/4 inch connect. So I looked on eBay to see if there was some kind of an adapter, and unfortunately there wasn't an adapter for this pressure washer. So even though this pressure washer works pretty well, I've decided to go on and buy a pressure washer, but I wanted it to, the criteria is I wanted a very easy storage of the hose and the cord. I wanted it to be able to roll. I wanted to be able to pick it up when necessary. And I wanted to use Quick Connect. So, enter the Sun Joe. And the Sun Joe is a pressure washer I got online, and it works it has a hose reel that will wind up the hose for the actual pressure gun. It has ears here that you wrap your power cord, and it comes with a really long, like 35-foot power cord with the GFCI on the end of it. So I like that. This one happens to be a two-speed. It does like 2,000 psi and 1,500 psi, which I thought was good. Marianne's doesn't like the idea of me pressure washing the X, and I'm also with that, in agreement with that. But the foam cannon doesn't do high pressure. It doesn't blast the car. The foam cannon basically just makes foam. So You know, it's one thing to clean your wheels or tires with the pressure washer, but to actually hit the paint, I'm reticent to do that. So anyway, Sun Joe also makes a foam cannon. So I've got one of those also. And this foam cannon is supposed to fit any of the SPX series. And I have an SPX4001. I also decided, since Quick Connect is a standard, industry standard, I went online and I bought a made in China soap foam cannon also that uses the Quick Connect. I'm sure Marianne will take a close-up of this, but this silver part basically allows you to easily snap it on and unsnap it from the end of the pressure washer line. So I'm going to unpack this pressure washer, so we're going to have a little bit of an unpacking video here now. Okay, so I've got it all assembled here, and I'm liking the quick disconnect. The quick connect, all you have to do is simply pull back on the nerfed ring, and the
I'll zoom in.
Tips pop off. They gave me 5 tips. This is 0 degrees, so this is going to be basically just a super fine jet of water. This would be the highest concentration of the jet of water, and they go all the way up to, this one's a 40 degree, this is 40 degrees, so this would be a nice, a wider amount of fan to cover a larger area, and wouldn't, the pressure wouldn't be quite so intense. So this might be okay to use on the car because it would spread the pressure out. They also give you a soap nozzle. As you can see, it's quite large here, and it goes in combination with this soap container up in the front here, and it'll soak out of there. But now this is the difference between making foam and just making soap. This would be really good for like soaping your deck down. Basically, it's not going to make a carpet of foam. In theory, the foam cannons make a carpet of foam. That's what we're after. All right, so let's take a look at the foam cannon. So the foam cannon is supposed to fit all these different models of SPX sprayers. So the SPX sprayer, as you can see, it has a bayonet mount, and it includes an adapter here. Includes an adapter, so the bayonet is supposed to slide on like that. You push in, turn it. That's how that's supposed to work. Also, it has an adjustable nozzle here. If you notice the fan, the spread of the metal plates in here, that affects the agitation and affects how much soap comes out, the rate. And there's also a nozzle here that also controls the flow and the rate.
But this I didn't realize is going to have this adapter. Their intent is that you unscrew the quick connect wand and you screw this on. And then you would do this. And that's how you would use it, pull the trigger and blast it. I'm thinking I'm not liking that too much. The foam cannon I got from eBay works a little different. It just simply snaps on to the end of the wand. So you could I could simply pop this off and pop it back on. Of course, it's going to be on the end of this, so I'll be holding it like that. So we'll have to see which one works better. Okay, so I'm going to start with using the foam cannon from eBay. This has a 14-day return policy, and I've had it a week. Today's 7 days. So I want to go on and try this out this week and make sure this thing works, and if not, I'm going to send it back. It's $20, and, you know, $20 is 20 bucks. I actually have car wash concentrate. Now, if you go to the store nowadays and you read carefully on the back somewhere, it'll say okay for foam cannons or okay for soap guns. Okay, this is I've had this concentrate for 5-7 years, a long time, and I've slowly used it, you know, because I only use like a tablespoon or so. It's 1 ounce per gallon, so I probably use 2 ounces per car wash. So I don't use it real quick. Plus I used up other car wash concentrates I had laying around, so I'm down to basically that. Now I need to say I do have some stuff I got from Jay Leno. And it's real pretty. I mean, women are going to love this, and it smells like
a dream?
Dreams or something. But this specifically says, and I'm sure Marianne will take a close-up, that it's okay to use with soap guns. But this is like super expensive, and if this inexpensive stuff works well with this, if this works good with what I have, then that'll let me know that this gun's a pretty good gun. And if it does do crap with the cheap stuff, then I will try this. But since I'm my first time using it, I have no idea what's going to happen, so I don't want to waste this. This is like 10-12 bucks a bottle. This is good probably for 5 car washes, so you know, you're talking $3 a car wash to use this. Alright, so I'm gonna have no idea. One of the YouTube videos that I watched said to use 1/3 of a cup. So I've got from my beautiful wife's cabinet.
Oh, good luck pouring that.
Yeah, why don't we just carefully put this down before I spill it, and I'll do the guy thing.
You got a funnel.
I got a funnel.
Yeah. Even I could tell you we're going to need a funnel for that.
Yeah, well, you know.
That, and you're not over the sink, so.
And even better than that, I actually have a brand new clean funnel. So it isn't just a funnel, it's a clean funnel. Alright, and so basically you put it in here and fill the rest of the way with water. Marianne's going to stop now, and I'm going to go put water in it. Okay, so that was my first time using this eBay foam cannon. This was $20. I actually have to say, especially since that soap was not specifically designed for soap cannons, it worked pretty well. I thought the suds worked well. I had plenty of suds. The cuds stayed on it. It wasn't quite that shaving cream level of intensity that you see on YouTube, but again, I suspect if that soap was designed for a soap cannon, it could have came close to that shaving cream type soap consistency. I certainly say that this gun worked well for 20 bucks. It was easy to disconnect, it didn't leak, nothing popped off, it was easy to adjust. The opening is about a 1/16 of an inch. The two little blades in there that expand and collapse is about a 1/16 of an inch. So I'm just going to wash the car again, this time using the Sun Joe soap cannon. Same amount of detergent, 1/3 of a cup, and I filled the rest of the approximately 1 liter container with water. So there should be an apples to apples comparison. I'm going to do high on here just like I did before. It's going to take me a second to switch the adapter. Never having that problem with that. I don't like the sideways. Scooch more soap, but only by fractions of a milliliter. The only thing I didn't like about it is the soap was horizontal. I think I'd rather, the other one, the soap was vertical, and I found the horizontal, I kept wanting to turn it sideways, but you can't turn it because then the soap pickup doesn't pick up. So I would say that's a negative, but I like the amount of soap this one made. I mean, it definitely made good soap. Alright, so I'm going to swap this out for the freebie, the one that came with the pressure washer. Total fail. Oh, well, maybe I ought to let it go a little bit. Okay, so after washing the car 3 times, I guess I have an opinion now. First of all, the soap dispenser that comes with the pressure washer, it has this white reservoir down there with this green cap, and it has a very handy adjustment knob for minimum and maximum. That worked well, but it doesn't put out the volume of soap. It definitely was soapy. I think for like washing your house or your deck where you really want to spread the detergent use out over a wide area, I think it's ideal. But if you want that really concentrated soap, shaving cream type soap, it does not produce that. At least I could not get it on the maximum setting, on the high power, the pressure washer with the soap tip. So if you want to get shaving cream type or close to that, you're going to need to use a soap cannon. Now, the $20 one, I have to say, I'm going to go out and say I'm going to keep it, even though I'm probably going to end up keeping both of them.
And the $20 one is the black nozzle, right?
That's right, the black nozzle.
The one from eBay is the black nozzle.
eBay. In fact, here's the picture of the box. It's a. There were several eBay people who sold this one.
Decision.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'll put the link in the video description.
Right. And we don't get no. But I really liked what I liked about this is vertical. For whatever bent I am, I like my soap vertical. And the Sun Joe, which seemed to make more soap, it only does horizontal. And if you turn it vertical, then the soap doesn't get picked up because the reservoir turns vertically. You cannot rotate this part right here. At least I have not been able to figure out how to do that, and I don't think it will rotate. Long story short, soap cannons are handy. I like them. I think especially for this $20, that's well worth the. If you have a pressure washer and it uses the quick disconnect, it worked well. I would say the plastic is pretty sturdy. The knob feels well made. I mean, that's real brass. I think it's going to last. I paid $40 for this one, Sun Joe, because of the fact I have to fiddle with it. It doesn't have a quick disconnect on it. It somewhat lowers it down. Plus, as I said, it does the horizontal instead of vertical. And I would say one advantage of this one, because it was on the end of the gun. It was out there on the end. It was a little bit, on that 2-foot extension, it was a little bit more to handle, but I didn't find that difficult. This one, since it was right on the end of the gun, only like a foot, I could just kind of operate it with one hand, although I kept both hands on it because, you don't want to hit the car or anything like that. So my opinion is soap cannons are cool for washing Teslas. I'll recommend it. I definitely like this 2-speed pressure washer from Sun Joe. I had no issues with it. Definitely would say that the hose is a little short. The hose reel can hold, I would say, 50 feet or more of hose, and it only comes with like 20 or 25 feet of hose, and that's not enough to wash the Teslas. It's just too big. I mean, I had to go one way or the other. So I think it had a coupon in it for accessories. I'm going to see about getting another 25-foot hose, or maybe just buy a 50-foot hose. The hose reel, the connection point from the pressure washer to the hose reel, it did not leak. That coupling that they used was at this point was very good, and it did not leak any water. I was impressed with that, because a lot of hose reels, because they're designed to be wind up the hose, they have they have to slip. And that connection tends to leak a lot, but that one did not leak a drop. So I'm impressed with that. So find this helpful. Marianne will edit it up and hopefully make this interesting. Talk to y'all later. So the two things that I found the soap cannon was really, or the pressure washer in combination with the soap cannon was very good for. Once you soak it down, the soap stayed on the car, and then I took my washing mitt and washed the car, periodically dipping it into a bucket of just fresh water,
and I could tell where because of the soap was so thick, I could tell where I had washed or not. It's kind of like a lawnmower. When you cut the grass, you can tell where you cut and where you haven't. So I felt like that was very helpful in avoiding missing a spot. And the other thing is the pressure washer with the 25-degree tip was very effective at cleaning the wheels, the actual aluminum wheels. It cut that brake dust stuff off instantly, and it got right down, and I wasn't concerned about the wheels. That's like powder coated on there. That's very tough coating, and so I had no, I mean, even using the 0-degree tip probably would have worked fine, but I found the 25 worked well. It basically was the right width to go right down the spokes of the wheels, and it just knocked that brake dust stuff, what little there was on it, just knocked off. Because last week I washed them by hand, and getting all that brake dust stuff off was a major burden. So that cut 20 minutes off the time using the pressure washer. So hopefully with the electric cord wind up and storage, and plus the hose storage, it'll be really quick to pack this up, so I won't waste all my gains by having to futz around packing it up like the old one. You know, it was a chore. Anyway, thanks much.
So Donnie and I came out to the American Legion tonight for their fish fry, flounder, hush puppies,
Yum.
and sides. And so Donnie got the Ruby, the Tesla, all cleaned up, and he's taking his best girl out, right?
That's right.
Let's go get some food. Looks yummy.